Good afternoon, everyone. Could I have your attention, please? First of all, I want to thank you for being here today. This is obviously a tremendous honor for several of our student athletes that are having the opportunity to better their careers and move on from Dobyns-Bennett. We got a lot of great young men and women here, but we're going to honor 5 today that are taking an opportunity, taking advantage of their skills and being able to take it to the collegiate level. My name is Frankie DeBusk. I'm the athletic director here. I'll sort of be the MC today, try to get us going. One thing I would like to say is the 5 signees, please stay here until we're completely finished. We would like to get a picture with all 5 of you once we get started. So we'll go ahead and get rolling. Our first one today is Miss Caitlyn Wallace that's going to be attending Trevecca Nazarene, and I'll turn the microphone over to Bill Francis, our head girls basketball coach.
Thank you, Coach. Just want to say, you know, as a coach, this is a real special day when you have one of your kids signed to go on and play at the next level. And, you know, this year, this kind of caps it off for us with our third senior that's signed to play at the next level. So that's really exciting because I enjoy watching those kids progress through their college careers. And there's no doubt that Caitlyn will be as successful as any of the others that have come through here. Just a little bit about Caitlyn. You know, I was thinking the other day when Caitlyn came in as a freshman, you know, it'd be just a few weeks from now, 4 years ago, and we have our first practice and that, and all freshmen's eyes are big and they're a little nervous and scared, but Caitlyn's were especially big, like probably about like this. And, you know, our first few practices, one of the things about Kate was she worked so hard and she's such a perfectionist, but she would really struggle with making mistakes or missing shots or doing things like that. And I remember pulling her aside after one of those first couple rides and said, Kate, you're going to have to get past that stuff. I said, I promise you, and probably a few others out there have heard this too, I promise you, you don't have to be hard on yourself because I will be hard enough on you for the both of us. And, you know, ever since then, I think her game really spoke volumes because when she played the game, you never saw any of this with her emotions. She was just a steady player, good through the good and the bad, always. Like, if you didn't know the score or you didn't know what kind of game she was in, if you were watching it live stream or didn't know the situation, you wouldn't be able to tell by her body language. And I think that was one of the greatest pieces of growth she had as a competitor, was to be able to get herself to that point. She's a fabulous student with a 4.24 grade point average. Played 2 sports this year with soccer as well. You know, always committed in the classroom, always committed on the court. Great teammate. Probably one of the things I think back with Caitlyn, and we had several discussions about that, was, you know, Caitlyn, we need a little more from you. You don't be afraid to score the ball. And but she's just such an unselfish kid. She just loves the game so much and plays all parts of the game. It's not very often you can say the kid really has that true complete game. I mean, she hits every stat line there is. I always refer to her as our blue collar player. She'll do anything and everything, doesn't need any credit for it, just goes about her business and gets it done. And I've always respected that a lot and enjoyed watching her play because of that. Caitlyn, in her 4 years, she varsity letterman for 4 years, played 115 varsity games, scored 607 points, 479 rebounds, 151 assists, again, a 4.24 grade point average. She was selected to the Tabernacle Baptist All-Tournament team in 19. She was Big 7 All-Conference in 2020, and in a big feather in her cap this past season, she was selected as the Big 7 Defensive Player of the Year, and that was a great honor. You know, other coaches, when they speak about your players, she was always one of the first ones that came up. So Trevecca's getting a good one, and we're proud of you, and wish you the best of luck.
All right, let's take some pictures with the family first, if we may. More family. Come on, family. Come on up. Whatever more family means, you know who you are. She'll call you out if you don't come up here. Coaches first. Please, all coaches come up. Scales, Potts. She said, come on. She's in charge. Players, all players, all players, all girls basketball players, all girls basketball players. Let's give one more round of applause for Caitlyn Wallace heading to Trevecca. Up next will be Willa Rogers heading to Liberty, so we'll turn the table over to the Rogers family. Okay, next up is Willa Rogers, who will be attending Liberty University. Let's give her a round of applause. And I'll turn the microphone over, which I'm really scared to do, but I'm going to turn the microphone over to Coach Reedy Turner.
Don't look over here, Willa. It could get funny. All right, now I'm going to do something that I know he's never seen me do, but I'm going to immediately turn it over to a person that I've a lot of respect for. Got to work with this young man. We're not honoring you, by the way. Okay, just want to make sure we're not honoring you, but I'll honor him for what he accomplished, the way he's helped teams in the area, and especially DB, because he was a player back in the day. But I'll hand it over because he's personally coached Willa up to where she has done great stuff. David Poole.
Probably should have taken public speaking when I was here. I'd like to first commend all the athletes signing today. Congratulations and best of luck. Willa Rogers has dedicated herself to excelling alongside her peers in the classroom and on the tennis courts. She has been raised with a strong belief in her faith, her loving family, and in herself to be the absolute best she can be at whatever she commits herself to. Academically, she ranks 5th in her class, scoring a 35 on her ACT, as well as being named National Merit Scholar. On the tennis court, she's been equally impressive, putting together one of the most successful tennis careers our area has ever seen. She is a 4-star recruit, ranking in the top 130 in the nation. En route to this success, she has won hundreds of matches in numerous tournaments, including the Tennessee State Qualifier. She has been named USTA Tennessee's Most Improved Female Player, and she has also received USTA Tennessee's Sportsmanship of the Year Award. In high school tennis, she has only lost 1 match her entire career as a freshman in the state doubles finals. Needless to say, you don't accidentally sign a full ride to Liberty University. You know, look at these teams. It's an impressive list. Liberty University joining a team of girls from Sweden, Armenia, Vietnam, Peru, Colombia, South Africa, and England. That's incredibly impressive. I know I speak for Lisa, Bobby, Josie, Ruthie, the entire Rogers family and all their wonderful friends, coaches Reedy and Caitlyn, Willa's teammates, Johnson City pros Mike Norris and Anna Grabasi, and all those like myself that have had the absolute privilege in sharing in this journey with her. And not so much that we're as proud of all her accomplishments as that we are of the exceptional young lady that she has become. Willa, congratulations. We couldn't be more proud of you. Happy birthday.
You think I'm finished that quick? No way, Doc. Stay over there. Let me tie this in by saying we all are glad the Rogers family multiplied. You ever heard that one? And I'm not for sure anymore coming around. Any of the brothers? Got any cousins, uncles, anybody? Okay.
Joe's seen a few years.
I probably won't be coaching. I hope I'm walking. I want to thank a family that really probably we ought to thank is, it's going to get you after you came up. He came up and said something about remember Dad. I said, no, I'm going to remember somebody. Dr. Malcolm and Mrs. Rogers, who started these 4 boys in tennis. Their daddy. And all of these 3, did Malcolm play? Oh, win, place, or show, he was show. The 3 of the 4 of them played a lot with high school. Here at DB, they gave their, as UT guys say, you run orange, they run maroon and gray. I promise you, all 3 of those. So I wanted to thank the granddaddy of Willa and Josie and all the others, because without them, that family wouldn't be sitting there. That didn't take a biological situation to figure out, did it? So the family is a very important family. Willa being the latter part of that family. The bar has to be reset. Now, I hope I got tennis players standing out there. I see a lot. The bar has to be set after I did it again, didn't I? She's been on me a year. How can you coach a gal for 1 year and watch and know what she did the past 10 years? Let me end with this. There's 2 and 3 sport people out here. After you end one of your sports, you get a little break, you go into the other one, kind of changes. This one is year-round in one sport. And you talk about patience, that's what David mentioned. Patience and diligence in the how-to part to get there. I hope some of these players make this the bar being risen, we'll just have to get a longer pole, won't we, to get over that bar. So remember that, guys, and we honor the entire family, but especially Willa, not Josie. She's used to that. Congrats, Willa, and I have something I want her to have. This is a friend of mine. I can move this, I can go with this. This is a friend of mine, a tennis professional down in Georgia that, stay right there, stay right there. That is a good friend of mine. He's had some ups and downs. He's an author now. And I read that he sent me one. And he sent this to me after I had lost a very close family member. And then had some ups and downs too. He knew I needed a little help. And I bought a few of these extra, and she gets the second one that I've ever given. So congrats again, Willa. We love you.
Go right ahead and sign if you would, Willa. Congratulations. Family?
Well, I'm gonna get the moms up here to help me raise this child.
All the mothers that help raise this child, so that you all better come because she will call you out if you're not up here.
You know who you are.
Come on up.
Reading, Miss Karst.
Miss Reading, Miss Karst, come on. Bill, Fairacre's dads. So now all the dads come up here that help raise this young lady. Tyler, John, Dr. Bateman. I'm just echoing what's coming from my right side. Dr. Bateman, come on the other side. Yeah. Coaches, come on in, coaches. All coaches. Who? Oh, come on. Tennis team. Tennis team, please come up. Come on, young ladies.
Two more pictures and we're done.
Friends, all her friends come up here. Whatever that means, friends, come on. Lexus, who's Lexus? Come on, Lexus. One more round of applause for one of the greatest female tennis players from Dobyns-Bennett. Next will be Miss Bronwyn McAllendin, so we'll let the family have the table. Okay, if I can have everyone's attention, please. Miss Bronwyn McAllendin will be signing with Emory and Henry University. Let's give her a round of applause if we shall. And I'll turn the microphone back over to Reedy Tony.
Oh, thanks a lot. You see what he gives me? All right, here we go. Has been neat meeting, getting to know Bronwyn. Bronwyn was a different name. McAlindon, everybody's had a tough time pronouncing it. And I remember she said, Coach, you butchered my first name so many times, just call me B. So she became Big B, Little B, all kinds of B's. And then I got familiar with her, and we're okay. We got it. Did not get to coach her before this, but I know she had a good record of being here, moving to further the education, played some tennis over in Asheville. She comes from, is it Midland, Michigan? Boy, I'm doing all this stuff right this time, Coach. I'm getting it all. Came here when she was, let's see if I get this one right, 8th grade. Goodness gracious, 3 for 3. Like I said, I've not got to spend that much time with her. So I'm gonna let Coach Caitlyn Tony say a couple of words. She had another year with her, been around her a little bit more. And I know that daughter back here is now a nervous wreck. When I pulled her, I know she is, but that's okay. She's got to learn how to do all this too. Coach K.
Well, I will say we did not plan this. I was told that Dad was going to take over all this, but it's okay, Bronwyn. I got you.
Surprise.
Yes. So I have had a little bit more experience with Bronwyn. She's been with us for a few years now. I think 3 years now, four years now. But anyway, I've spent a lot of time with her, and she has been a really great player for us. When she started, she was a beginner, a complete beginner. And watching her improve and work hard, Bronwyn is always one that wants to play. If there's any extra matches available, any spots available, Bronwyn wants it. Bronwyn wants to go on the van. Bronwyn wants to go on the bus. Bronwyn is just that player that I can always count on to want to play, whether it's singles, doubles, a practice match, a real match. She is a very competitive player and will not give up. Whether we are just playing a match at practice, she puts her heart into it as if it's the state championship. So Bronwyn is a very hard worker. We are very proud of all that she has done over the last 4 years and her improvement over the last 4 years. She's been a very wonderful addition to DB tennis. So we are proud that we got her back from Asheville, and we are happy to see what she can do next year at Emory and Henry. So congrats, Bronwyn.
Well done, Tony family. It's family first. Yeah, go right ahead. That's perfectly fine. The Fields and the Calhouns. Fields and the Calhouns, please come up. Miss Fields, you too, Miss Fields.
Yes, ma'am.
Coaches, and coaches first, and then the tennis team.
I did not get a haircut. Nope, not doing it. Not here.
Okay, the team, please. The tennis team.
Come on, girls.
Okay, one last round of applause for Ms. Bronwyn. And up next will be Gracie Gibson, so we'll turn the table over to the Gibson family. Okay, up next at the table is Miss Gracie Gibson. She'll be attending East Tennessee State University, and I'm going to turn it over to our Spirit Shaker coach, Coach Amanda Cox.
So Gracie is signing a contract today for ETSU, and this is how it opens. It says, East Tennessee State University Athletic Department is proud to welcome Gracie Gibson as a member of the 2021-2022 ETSU dance team. We are excited for the academic as well as the dance abilities that Gracie will bring to our campus this year. And Gracie is definitely going to bring a lot of abilities to their campus this fall. As far as academics go, Gracie was a perfect example of a student athlete. She was a student first and excelled greatly at that. She won an academic award on Sunday at the honor roll at Dobyns-Bennett at Awards Day. She has a 4.26 GPA and was a recipient of the General Assembly Merit Scholarship. Gracie also received the Presidential Academic Performance Scholarship from ETSU for this fall. So she is quite the student as well. She was really involved in our school and our community. Gracie is a member of the Beta Club, the National Honor Society. She was selected to be a part of Dobyns-Bennett Leadership Class of 2020. That's something students have to be invited to join. She was selected for the Pharmacy Tech program at DB. She's in a social club. She's in Women's Symphony. She does it all. So Gracie's been a huge contributor to our community, both here at Dobyns-Bennett and to our community here in Kingsport. She has quite the dance history and background. She's been dancing as long as she can remember. She has been a competitive dancer for 8 years with Studio One here in Kingsport. She's trained in jazz, contemporary, hip-hop, ballet, all the things. Gracie's great at all of those things. She competes with Studio One in small groups, large groups, duets, solos, and she has won a whole list of awards. But I know we'd all like to go home at some point, so I will just leave it at that. She's won all kinds of awards through her competition. She travels all over for those. As far as school goes, she has been participating as an athlete with Kingsport City Schools for the past 6 years. And the past 4 years, she's been a Dobyns-Bennett Spirit Shaker here with us. She made the team as a freshman, which is a big accomplishment. A lot of times people don't make it as a freshman, and she did. She has been a member of our team for 4 years, and this past year she was definitely a leader of our team. As a senior, she was an asset both dance-wise and as a leader, as a leading the team. Sorry, I keep saying the same thing. And she really went above and beyond to help new members, to do whatever was asked. She was always prepared. She always showed up knowing exactly what she needed to know, having exactly what she needed to have. She is quite a great tumbler, which was a huge asset for our team this year. So if you saw any of our performances, Gracie was probably doing some tumbling across the floor. At ETSU, she's going to be majoring in health science this fall, and her goal is to become an orthopedic surgeon one day. So great aspirations there for Gracie. As far as the dance team goes, she's been to clinics this year to prepare and had tryouts just this past Saturday. So she just made the team this past Saturday, and she will be dancing this year as a freshman within football, basketball, and events at ETSU. So we are all really excited to watch her there. It's been such a blessing to coach Gracie. Gracie is the kind of kid that all of us want on our teams, all of us coaches. She is dependable, she is hardworking, she is kind, she's a great teammate, she's a great student, all those things that we hope for and ask for, and she's extremely talented to boot. So we have been very blessed to have her on our team. We're going to miss her, but we're excited to see her cheering on the Bucks this fall. So I will turn it over to Gracie to sign. Congrats, Gracie Gibson.
Awesome. Maybe pictures just with the family first, okay? Family. Would her family please come up and join? Come on, family. Come on. Ms. Cox. The Spirit Shakers, all Spirit Shakers, please come up. Eli. Come on, Eli. Boy, you better be happy to get up here and take a picture with that pretty girl. Okay, one more round of applause for Miss Gracie Gibson, heading to East Tennessee State University. And up next will be Isabella Hilton, cheerleading. We'll have, the Hiltons can have the table. Just a reminder, we'll have all of our signees at the table to take a picture right after Miss Isabella signs. Okay, up next is Miss Isabella Hilton. She'll be heading to East Tennessee State. I'm going to turn it over to Assistant Cheer Coach Emily St. Marie to say a few words about her.
So I have had the pleasure of coaching Izzy this past year. She is a true gem. Not only is she dedicated and loyal and hardworking, but she is kind and gracious and a true leader. And that's not just on cheer, that is in life in general. She's such a great person, and just who she is a blessing to everybody that she's around. Not only does she cheer, but she has been able to uphold a 3.9 GPA. She's also in the band. She does, she's involved with her church, and she has a job. So she does all the things and still is this gorgeous person that we all love and know. She does social clubs at school and is involved in those. And as she moves on to ETSU, she's going to be majoring in interior and architectural design. Is that correct? So I'm sure that she'll be successful at that as well because of the hard worker that she is. And she will be cheering at all of the football and basketball games at ETSU this upcoming year, as well as events. So as she moves into her new role, I know that she's going to continue to excel and succeed, and ETSU is lucky to have someone like her on their team. I'm honored to get to talk about this wonderful athlete. So Izzy, I'll turn it over to you to sign, and I wish you all the best in your next journey.
All the family. Come on up, all of the family. Jimmy will. He's on the website. Thank you, Jimmy. All cheerleaders, please come up. Coach. One last round of applause. Isabella Hilton, headed to the East Tennessee State. Okay, if we can have all the signees come up and sit at the table, we'll put a DB background up there and let everyone take some pictures. Thank you for coming today. Hopefully everyone travels home safely.